What's going on YouTube? Centex Collector here with a hobby box junk wax break on a Saturday. 1991 score, series 2. Happened to pick this up locally with some other junk wax boxes. Figured crack this open, see what we got. This may take a while because apparently in the junk wax they put a lot of cards in the hobby boxes, which they don't do today. I was in Target yesterday and they had 2020 Panini Chronicles football, 2020 Absolute baseball, and Absolute was the absolute joke because it was $20 for 5 packs, 2 cards, so $20 for 10 cards. No thanks. This, on average, it was 1 auto and 1 relic per box. So now they're basically flooding the market with autos and relics. Alright, so this box we have 16 player cards and 1 Magic Motion trivia card per pack. And tell me how many packs on the box. Looks like we got 2, 3, 4. Like 32 packs looks like. Anyway, 1991 score. Not a whole lot going on in here. I think it's like this is series 2, so it's like card 42 and up. So stuff like this. Dream Team, some of the insert looking cards, like the Rifleman cards. There's a Bow Breaker, it's worth good money graded. Prospects. Chipper Jones is one of the. There's your trivia Sportflix looking motion card. But anyway, I think it's like card number 422 to the end of the set, which makes up the series 2. And on the box there's some special Mickey Mantle cards, but who knows? Overall, most of us know this set. I think who else? Andy Van Slyke, Ruben Sierra, Tino Martinez, Wally Joyner, SGC did release an update yesterday, basically same old, please be patient with us. High influx, we doubled our staff. Ooh, there's a Ken Griffey Jr. So that's a winner. Pack pulled, so maybe in better condition than the one I already have from my childhood. But yeah, SGC. That's my order. I have a 100 card submission with them right now. It's been there since May 4th. I got there earlier than that, but they put it in May 4th. I think it was there actually May 1st. Which at this point is still better than whatever PSA's doing. Dennis Eckersley, Tony Gwynn, Barry Larkin. So, yeah, I'm just trying to be... Oh, there's another Griffey. I don't think I actually have this one on my PC. I think there's four Griffies in this set, but they're not all in the high number, Series 2. Vola, Cecil Fielder. Yes, those weren't inserts. They were in the complete set. Like I said, I just got this locally. But yeah, they've double staff, double office space, so I believe I'm at 55 plus business days right now with my submission. And most of it was going to be flips. There was some Carefree Jr. stuff in there I was going to probably keep for my PC. Quite a few Jeters, but most of the stuff I was going to flip. Andy Van Slyke Rifleman. I'll keep that for my PC since it's Pirates. Normally I don't collect Andy Van Slyke or Bonilla, but that's a cool card. We'll keep it for the PC. I do collect Bonds. Pittsburgh though. Becky Prospect. Oh, Jeff Conan Prospect. So, just trying to be patient. Baseball started back up the other night. Unfortunately, Juan Soto tested positive for Corona. And basketball's in swing. So it's good to at least have some sort of sports back. Kevin Mitchell, Kirby Puckett Dream Team. Another Frank Gold, another Cecil Fielder. Rookie Prospect. These are junk wax. This 1991 score had some variety in the color and cards. It's not totally boring to look at. Like some of those older top sets, like 91, 89, 90. I mean, top's pretty dry. Prospect. Travis Fryman. Basically bought 4 boxes, was a complete set, and 3 boxes of different stuff, and paid about $20. I only paid about $20 for this little hobby box. Something cool to break and share with you guys. Ryan Sandberg, All-Star. I mean, the biggest thing I would like to pull out here would probably be the Bo Jackson, the Bowl Breaker, and the insert looking card. a lot of this just comes down to doing your research and finding stuff that everybody's not. That card is jacked. That top right corner. Find stuff not everybody's breaking or getting graded or whatever. Like some of these people are in the hobby now. Barry Bonds might be better than one I have already in my PC since it's pack pulled. Nice people are getting in the hobby, and Don Mattingly and Darryl Strawberry, LA. I throw those to my Dodgers fan. Junk Wax era cards. It's the chipper. Got Matt Williams, Master Blaster. Darryl Strawberry. Oh, that's weird. He had a Dodgers hat there, but here he is with the Mets. Darryl Strawberry moved around a lot later in his career. Yeah, I'll probably toss these to my local guy who collects Dodgers, and he likes Donnie Baseball. Gwen, I believe is what he told me. Andre Dawson, Tranquilla, John Smiley, Fred McGriff, Ryan Sandberg, Carlos checked. Oh yeah, that's the other card I'm looking for. It's like a black bordered Ken Griffey Jr. and Senior card. Matt Williams, comic looking card. Bob Walk. Jim Gott. But yeah, like I was saying, we got a lot of people just jumping in the hobby around, especially I bet after that LeBron card sale. Yeah, Trout cards sell for about $900,000, and then now the LeBron rookie. That's one gone. Kirk Gibson. The LeBron, I believe it's a patch auto, sold for $1.8 million. So now you're gonna have people jumping in the hobby thinking they can all do that, but it's not possible. I mean, LeBron was a rookie in 2003. Now, if they're trying to get current stuff like maybe Zion or Luka and etc., okay, fine. Then you want to cash out in 10 plus years? But it's all a gamble of who's going to be the next generational talent. So obviously right now for baseball, it's, Trout took over from Jeter and a few others. I thought Bryce Harper was going to be it too, but he kind of fell by the wayside. So it's all about prospecting, right? So to find that old stuff, probably not going to happen. But the new stuff, if you're good at prospecting, maybe you can get lucky, but it's all hit or miss, right? I mean, who knows if Zion's going to be a bust or if he's going to be the next LeBron. I think Giannis, you could still get in on like some Giannis. Maybe some Steph Curry. I know I sent one of his rookies to SGC. Or if you do your research, you can find cheap Hall of Fame cards like Shaq and some others that are pretty cheap that flip pretty good. I mean, it all depends on what type of profit margin you're trying to get rich. Yeah, you better start buying up cases and pull those those autos. But if you're just hobby box or blaster, you're probably not going to find those cards you're looking for. It's an interesting card by Welch. Just him with a pitch, with the ball and a pitch. But at the end of the day, it's all about education. You got people coming into this hobby and don't have a clue about sports, and they think they're going to get rich quick. It's not how it happens. Just like when you have your real job, you have to progress up the ranks. The biggest thing is education. Do your knowledge and learn. I mean, I'm just getting back into the hobby, so I'm not totally I'm getting up to speed with this newer talent. Obviously, I come from the junk wax era, so I know all the old school talent. And I've been watching sports all my life, but the newer football and basketball talent outside of the big names, I'm trying to get myself up to speed on those. I think that's where, like my experience and knowledge from the old school players was junk wax or even vintage. I'm familiar with, look at that top ink splot. You're familiar with the names. You kind of look around, like this 1991 score. Before I opened it up, I looked at, okay, who should I be kind of looking for? Just finding cards that have potential. I mean, there's millions of baseball cards. That means there's lots of cards that either haven't been submitted to all the graders or one of the graders, or they have and they're low population. So it's all about finding that gold nugget or that diamond in the rough that everybody's not hunting. When everybody's doing the zig, you got to zag. Like right now, everybody's on Luca and Zion. I mean, I have some of those too, but I'm also looking like Tyler Harrow and Jaren Jackson and Rui and some others in basketball, or like football. Everybody's on Lamar Jackson right now. Baseball, everybody's about the Trout. Hey, look at the other guys too. There's lots of potential in baseball. Or even go back to the junk wax or the vintage. Junk wax is probably the easiest because everybody's just giving away junk wax. Vintage is a little harder because you just don't run across vintage stuff, especially like pre-80s. Oh, here's another Griffey. Guess I'll keep one for the PC, and I'm not sure what I'll do with this one. Yeah, the vintage stuff, it's been, because I enjoy the Mantles and Willie Mays and Covets and all that stuff. But realistically, you're not going to find that stuff for cheap. Unless you run into like an estate sale. It's cool, K-Man, Doc Gooden. Unless you run to a estate sale, Randy Johnson. Like an estate sale or like thrift or whatever. But somebody in person, probably not going to find them cheap. Most time people know what they have when they have those vintage type of cards, or if you get lucky and you buy a lot and somebody didn't know that was in the lot. But that doesn't happen too much. I think the oldest I found was like 70s cards when I'm buying lots. There's a Biggio 91. I don't think that. I forget Biggio's rookie years, another Bonds. But point of my story here is always keep your eye out. You know, utilize like ComC to buy cards on the cheap. Obviously eBay, you know, like Junk Wax era cards, he's been finding cheap graded cards that he could easily hold on to and flip later on. There is the Ken Griffey. That's another one I was looking for. Alright, so there's two. Where's the other one? Oh, there we go. Yes, that was 3 different Griffeys for my PC. I think I have the Rifleman, but that one's probably better quality since it's pack pulled. But yeah, just by buying this box, you know, there's potential. I only paid $20 for this box. Get these graded by SGC. If I do bulk 100 cards, it'll cost me like $8.50 a card. Shipping, everything included, it's about $9.25 total cost per card for grading. So if you're selling the card for $25, $30, you're gonna make a profit. I mean, obviously, fees and stuff's gonna cut in, eBay fees. So you have to calculate the fees, and then your shipping to the person, and your shipping is gonna run you probably $305 or so, depending on how you ship. It's all about getting an Excel spreadsheet, calculate your costs, and seeing at what price point is it worth you to flip a card. I mean, it's the same thing I do with video games. I'm getting video games for $1 a piece. I'm so used to buying video games at $1 a piece from my Connect that it's hard to pay any more than that. You know, I know you have to for most other people. Especially when it comes to cartridges like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, you're gonna pay more than $1. But I'm buying PS2, Wii, and that stuff's flying out of my eBay store right now. But anyway, I know my cost on the game is only $1. So I think I don't sell games any lower than, I want to say $5.95. If I sell a game lower than $5.95, it's not worth my time. But if I'm selling at $5.95, I'm making about $1 and some change. So I'm making $1 profit on those particular games. But there's a lot of games that are selling for more than that. Same thing with G.I. Joes. You know, I have a certain price that I buy a figure at. You know, you gotta know your flip game and do all those numbers in Excel or whatever you want to use for your calculations. Because I've had items where I've lost out and I learned my lesson. I've been selling on eBay now for a little over 3 years now in Sierra. So you have to come in with a plan, know your product, know your market, know your price points. Like Dykstra, George Brett. Oh, there's Barry Bonds. Don't know if I have this one on my PC already. I like opening stuff like this, that way I can also upgrade anything I have on my PC. Because I just don't flip. I have a PC, I collect Barry Bonds with the Pirates, I collect Griffey Jr., Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, Frank Thomas. You know, those were all the big names in the Junk Wax era when I was a kid. going back to the flip game. Yeah, if you don't know sports, okay, fine. But if you're an entrepreneur, know how to run some numbers, then you can do it. It's all about research. It's not how it works. It's all about timing and research. I'm getting back in this hobby. I've spent quite a bit of money just since March because I got into it right before Corona hit. I spent quite a bit of money. SGC pushing my 20-day turnaround to almost 90 days. That's definitely hurt right now because that's money I have invested that I'm basically have a hold on. And don't break yourself trying to flip. There's ways to do it, and people say different things. Got Dante Pichette, BJ Suroff. So you gotta find what works for you. That's why I do action figures. Rookie of the Year, Dave Justice. It's interesting. Oh, look at that. That's what I hate about these black borders. Look at that. Can't really see it that well, but those borders are all jacked. Bobby Bow. Jose Canseco. He used to be a monster back in the day. It's funny, Mark McGuire is getting his, he's a Reuter. He's getting love now, and Canseco's not. So with all these newbies getting in the hobby, like I was Kalamazoo Collectibles Night or Hershiser, we talk all the time, are we in a bubble bust? Where's the bubble? Is the bubble gonna bust? What's gonna happen here? I don't know. I hope not. I hope this isn't just a lot of hype right now because of Corona. I hope this can keep on because you have people like Gary Vee that pumped a lot of people up that you can do it. No, Gary Vee wasn't talking to regular Joe Schmo like you and I. Gary Vee was talking to other rich people to get into it because rich people like to take investments like this and hold on to. We're talking about people who are spending thousands, probably 5, 6, 7 figures on cards. Normal Joe Schmo like us, we're not spending that type of money. Most of us are doing this on the cheap. But normal Joe Schmo can do this. It's just, how do you want to attack it? What cards you going after? That's why I said you have to zag while everybody's doing a zig, right? Do your research. Educate yourself. You don't have to be a sports guru. It helps if you know sports. But if you know how to read and research, then you can figure it out. Go to eBay and sort sold listings from highest to lowest. And take out, if you're looking for something like this, you're going to take out keywords like you search 1991 score. So you search like 1991 score, which these are, and then you do, you take out keywords. So you would do a negative sign or minus sign. So you'd see like minus auto, like the minus auto has to be together. So minus auto, minus autographed, minus autographs, etc., minus. So that way you only get these base cards, minus box, minus set, minus factory, minus case. So we get rid of all the crap listings, or not crap, but all the excess listings that don't apply, and you get exactly these cards, and you'll see how much these are gonna sell for. This black border is not too bad. Oh, that corner's ding though. Can't really see it, but it's not ding, but it's like bent. But I guess if you put in a top loader, it might bend back out the right way. So you can do those searches. If you find stuff like this like I did, then I know what am I actually truly looking for. Because most of the stuff, after I pull out what I actually want or need, then I'll send off to like Kalamazoo Collectibles. Some of these cards I'll give away to Junk Wax Air, like the Dodgers cards. I know he's a Dodgers fan. But like Kalamazoo Collectibles, he sells singles. I'll throw these off his way, let him deal with the singles. But anyway, the cards I actually want or need, that's how I figured out. So then you can see, okay, how much is the card selling for in a PSA, SGC, or BGS 9 or 10. Because not everything has to be a 10. You're going to have cards like those black border cards. Those are going to be far and few between are going to grade a 10. See, 9s are acceptable in certain cases. Or some people, they just buy 9s because they can't afford the high dollar 10s. Just because if you look at a card and it's not a 10, that doesn't mean somebody's not going to buy because it's a SGC or PSA 9 or BGS 9. And a BGS 9, SGC 9 is going to sell better than a PSA 9 because they're grading standard. Just like a SGC is closing the gap on PSA 10s, but a BGS 10 is going to sell better than a PSA 10 because they grade harder than PSA. And then if you see a best offer accepted, you can just go to watch count, throw in the eBay ID, and it'll show you how much somebody actually paid for that. Kalamazoo Collectibles taught me that little trick with watch count, so you can get a general idea. Oh, there's a Frank Thomas. I don't think I have that Frank Thomas on my PC actually. Yeah, see on this card here, you might be able to see it, but on the edge there, it's not gonna be a 10 because it's like the edge is like shedding. You see it right along here. Just little stuff like that. Also, when you guys are looking, if you are going to grade, then this end over here, again, I told you it's a black border. I don't know what they would grade this at, but there's a lot of shedding on this card. And black borders are the worst when it comes to you can actually see the defects in the card. And sometimes I run across cards. Let's say I'm searching for this 1991 set to see what's going on. I'll run across other cards either in that set, like inserts, or other sets, and I'll go on COMC and see how much they are and buy them on the cheap. So it's all about attacking, whether it's this flip game or whatever you're doing in the hobby. It's all about Mike Stanton. It's all about Ozzie Smith. It's all about strategy. Just apply a strategy to what you're doing. You can't just go in it. Well, there's a move on. You can't go in it without a strategy or a plan. Have a plan of action. I enjoy all sports, but predominantly I know baseball. I know football and I know basketball, but I attack baseball predominantly because there's millions of cards for baseball for one, and the baseball cards are tending to flip and sell better. But if you know football, stick with football. If you know basketball, if you know hockey, like I don't know hockey well, so I don't dabble in hockey too much, or soccer. But it goes back to educate myself, where I know Messi's a hot player in soccer. His first Prism card was selling for dirt cheap, and I missed the wave to get it because now it's selling like, I think raw was going for 40, 50 bucks. So I missed that wave. So I picked up some other Messi cards to make up for the miss. But sometimes, yeah, you got to get in and either ride the wave or get in before the wave starts so you don't miss it. The Messi, I missed that wave because those cards were already too high for me to get in on it. But like the Zion and Luka, I got in kind of early. Not earliest, but kind of early. So I got some Zions and some Lucas for pretty cheap. And most of my Zion and Lucas are at SGC right now, sitting there collecting dust. But hopefully someday they'll have some value. I may go quick flip them, we'll see. St. Elmar, Carrigan Jr., Roger Clemens, Eric Davis. Those are cool insert looking type cards. But at the end of the day, you guys have to enjoy it. If you're in it for the quick money, there is no quick money in anything really, whether it's real estate or anything. It's grinding it out. So at the end of the day, you have to have fun with it and enjoy it. Ricky Henderson Dream Team. Eric Davis, another Ricky. So the hobby's definitely been interesting since Corona. I've even noticed in my eBay store I don't have a whole lot of cards. On my eBay it's mainly video games and action figures right now, but things have been flying off the shelf with this pandemic going on, oddly enough, with people being out of work or what have you, working at home. It's been interesting times for sure. Last pack. But hopefully you guys stuck around. Maybe I gave you some good advice, maybe some jewels that were dropped. But at the end of the day, just enjoying it, going through, brings back reminiscence of my childhood, going through this junk wax. I remember collecting as a kid, and yeah, trying to make a side hustle, but I'm not trying to get rich here. It's just something to do. I mean, hopefully I wish I could parlay this from a side hustle to replace my main gig. But that's it, guys. 1991 score. Some stuff here from my PC and some stuff that may have some potential. I didn't get the bowl breaker like I wanted, and I didn't get the junior senior card that came in a black border. But I did get some stuff from my PC here, some graphies that I didn't have. But anyway, guys, this video went longer than I expected, but it's junk wax. What do you expect? Like, comment, subscribe. JJ out.